Alright, so I just decided to get into making my own espressos at the house. And it's just my wife and me, so I don't need anything big and elaborate. So I got this little espresso machine, and it works really good. I'm just learning how to do everything. I made an absolute mess learning to froth, but I'm learning. And I have a learning curve going on here. I made a mistake. I saw this and I really liked it. It has a spring in there to click when you got the right pressure. Boom, it clicks. In the Army we have an atropine injector, so if you get hit with chemical agents, you press it against your thigh or the meaty portion of your leg, and you press and you press until you hear that click, because then it injects the needle into it. Well, it's the same concept. Another concept is in construction. They have what's called a nail punch. You've got a manual nail punch where you use you want to hammer the nail further into the wood without damaging the wood using the hammer head. So you put this little punch that just barely covers the head of that nail, and you can take another hammer and tap it in and push drive that nail head into the wood. Or you have one that has a spring load, so all you do is put it against the nail head and you press, and the spring will kick and inject the tip of that nail head or nail punch into the nail, driving it further in. And so that's the same concept. It gives that final push to this, and then just let go and it resets. And you unscrew this if you have to replace the spring, and it goes right up in here. This whole thing screws off, and it's got a chimney right here, if you want to call it chimney, a barrel which the spring sits inside. Anyway, this is a really nice, what do they call these things? I'm still learning. Tamper, there we go. Nice tamper, there it is right there on the thing. The problem I have is I didn't understand that there's a different size of these. I thought these were all the same. I'm learning that there's three wing, 2 wing, screw on. These things are all designed differently, and they have different width cups. And I didn't know that. So, as you can see, it doesn't fit. It's disappointing. I'm gonna get the smaller version of this, but I had agreed to make a video on this one, and it feels really good in the hand. It's real easy to press down. I like it a lot, and I think you will too, as long as you make sure you get the right size. See, mine is a 53 millimeter, I think it is, and this is a 58. I didn't know they were different sizes. So lesson learned. I'm learning how to froth and not make a mess, which was a messy lesson. And now I learn size differences. This is an interesting experience. My wife has enjoyed the lessons because she enjoys the cappuccinos I've been making and the espressos. So she's benefited from this. Anyway, I wanted to share that. I really like this tamper, and I'm going to have to get the smaller version of it now that I know. But yeah, I would recommend this. And I discovered that there was a lot more to espresso making than I thought. There's other things I need to get. A tamper box. I know a lot of it is just aesthetics, but you've got organizers that I would like to get so that I don't have stuff laying all over the place, and it keeps my wife happy. So yeah, I'm going to end up getting the little screens you put on top of this. I'm going to get all that little neat stuff, and once I get it all done, I'm going to be settled. I'm going to enjoy my espresso machine, and hope at that point I become pretty good at frothing. But this is a good product. It says 3BOMBER. That means there's some military people involved with this. It's got good instructions, explains how to change everything. And so it's I think you'll like it. I really do, and I would recommend it. And don't make my mistake if you're going to get into espresso and you haven't done it before. Do better research, which surprisingly enough, that's usually my forte. I'm usually great at researching things. I just made an assumption here, and everybody knows what happens when you make an assumption. Anyway, I hope this helps. Thank you. Have a good day.
So I'm on here because I wanted to show you my the brand MHW-3BOMBER. That's the distributor, but that's not what we're here for. We're actually here for this beauty. As you can see, first of all, look at the handle. That is absolutely handsome, gorgeous, however you want to put it. This is a spring-loaded tamper. This is probably one of the easiest tampers I've ever used in my life. As you can see, it has the ridges there. Yes, excuse the coffee grounds. In fact, let me brush those off since they are from yesterday. Thought I had did that already. But I do want to show you what it looks like when it is used. So I literally, you hear that click, and bam, it's beautiful. Minimal work. I don't have to put a 30 pounds of pressure myself on there. It kind of just does the work for me. It is consistent every single time, and that's why I absolutely love it. And so I do recommend this. I mean, their products are just really good and really nice looking. They're modern, but also clean looking. Also with a little bit of, with that kind of steampunk, if you will. And masculine. I absolutely love this. And their products are really good. And so highly recommend this tamper. This one is a 58.35mm. But they do have other sizes. And as you can see, it is 30 pounds of pressure, baby. And it is constant. It's consistent every time I have used it so far. And so get you one. You will not regret it. Have a great day. Bye.
Okay, got this tamper, and you basically pop it in there, and then it's got a spring in it. There, you hear it click down. And boom!
I guess that music.